On Toolkit, we've helped you understand how to raise capital, how to save money through bootstrapping, and also with zero-cost marketing. Today on the show, we take a look at how you should understand how to value your company. This is particularly important, especially when approaching an investor. Sahil Mnae gives us all the know-how.
I'm making a pitch to raise 1.5 crores.
25 crores.
5 crores. 25 crores for a 10% stake in our company.
He may need a lot more money than he's expecting.
Valuation appears to be very high because the back of the envelope calculation I got was about $35 million as their valuation.
It was amusing to hear the amount and sounds very aggressive.
The valuation expectation is out of whack.
If you've been hearing something very similar from every VC you meet, you're obviously doing something very wrong. Crazy valuations, both high or very low, are the easiest way to let a VC know that you haven't done your homework.
Together, we were all set to conquer this beast.
So I'm going to help you pin down that one number that sums up your company's worth, the valuation.
1.5 crores.
25 crores.
5 crores. 25 crores.
Before I get into the mathematics of things, companies are valued differently depending on whether they're revenue generating or still just a dream on paper. Valuating a revenue-generating company is more a science than an art, with 3 distinct ways of reaching that final number. First is multiples of revenue. Second is multiples of profit. Both methods use the same math. For a services company, multiply the revenue or profits by 2 or 3, and for a product-centric company, multiply the revenue or profits by 4 or 5. And third is the relative model. In this model, you find a company that's similar to yours and in the same space, see what that company is valued at, and use that number as a basis for your valuation. It's pretty straightforward if you have revenues to help achieve a valuation, but what if your idea is still on the drawing board? Valuating an idea clubbed with a business plan on paper is more an art rather than a science. 5 things need to be considered when valuating an early-stage startup. The product intellectual property, the team, the market it's operating in, exit options, and future revenues and profits. So how does all of this translate into a number? Well, I am not done with the math just yet. There's 2 ways to look at this: revenue estimates and exit estimates. For the first, estimate your revenues for the first 3 years, and your valuation is simply that number multiplied by 3. Exit estimates are similar to the relative model we used for revenue-generating companies. You find a company that's similar to yours, see what it was valued at during its IPO or acquisition, and base your valuation around that number. So all these options are pretty much textbook material. But how's the VC you're pitching to calculating how much you're worth? Most VCs or angel investors are looking to invest about ₹1 crore to help an early-stage startup get off its feet. Also, most won't settle for less than a 25 to 30% stake to help them liquidate at the next round of funding. Reverse engineering this equation leads us to the ballpark figure for about 4 to 5 crores. So if you're an early-stage startup, this is a good place to start. To sum up, it's better to undervalue your company so that you actually get the funds to start up, rather than drastically overvaluing it and having it remain a dream on paper. Because if you manage to hit the product gold mine like Flip recently did, any valuation you have is going to go through the roof.
Well, now you know, and you learnt it first right here on Toolkit.